They break you, they drain you, they control you, and yet you stay. The question is, why? Psychologists have been studying this mystery for decades. Sigmund Freud called it repetition compulsion, the unconscious drive to repeat the same painful relationships, hoping this time the ending will be different. But the truth is, it never is. A toxic relationship doesn't start toxic. In the beginning, it feels magnetic, intoxicating, even fated. The highs are so high that you ignore the red flags. The brain releases dopamine, oxytocin, and adrenaline, chemicals that mimic addiction. And just like an addict, you crave the very thing that destroys you. Dr. Helen Fisher, a biological anthropologist, explains, romantic love is an addiction. When rejected, it can be worse than cocaine withdrawal. That's why walking away feels impossible. Your brain is wired to chase the high, no matter the cost. But why do some people attract toxic love more than others? The answer often lies in childhood. John Bowlby's attachment theory shows us that the way we bonded with our parents creates patterns that follow us into adulthood. If love was unpredictable, conditional, or painful in childhood, we unconsciously seek the same in adulthood, mistaking it for passion. Carl Jung went deeper, saying, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. The toxic partner isn't fate. They're a mirror, reflecting the shadow inside you. The parts of yourself you've ignored, abandoned, or disowned. And so you stay. You rationalize. You tell yourself they'll change. You cling to the good moments like scraps of hope. But the truth is, every cycle of abuse, every silent treatment, every manipulation is carving away at your identity. You don't even realize it, but you're losing yourself piece by piece. Albert Ellis, the founder of rational emotive behavior therapy, warned, the best years of your life are the ones in which you decide your problems are your own. In a toxic relationship, the problem feels like them. But the truth is, the problem is inside us. Why we allow it, why we stay, why we confuse chaos for love. Toxic partners often use something called intermittent reinforcement, a psychological trick where they give you love, then withdraw it, then give it again. It's the same technique casinos use to keep gamblers hooked to slot machines. You never know when the reward is coming, so you keep playing. And in love, you keep chasing. But here's the cruelest truth. Staying in a toxic relationship doesn't just hurt your present, it rewires your brain for the future. Studies show that prolonged exposure to emotional abuse increases cortisol, damages self-esteem, and literally changes the way the brain processes trust and intimacy. That's why leaving feels like death, because in a way, your old identity dies with it. Yet freedom is possible. The first step is awareness. Recognizing the pattern, calling it by its name. Not love, not fate, not passion, addiction, control, trauma. Once you name it, you begin to break its spell. The second step is reclaiming yourself. Viktor Frankl, the great psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor, wrote, when we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. You may not change them, but you can change the part of you that tolerates them. And finally, healing isn't about running from the pain. It's about facing your shadow. Why did you need their love? What emptiness did they fill? What wound were they covering? Because once you face that wound, no toxic partner can ever control you again. Toxic love thrives in the dark, but once you bring it into the light, its power dissolves. So I ask you, are you ready to stop calling pain love? Are you ready to look at the shadow inside yourself and finally walk free?